Go ahead, introduce yourself, what you do, and who you help.
Hey guys, happy to be here today. Thanks for inviting me, Laurie. My name is Nicole. I'm an herbalist from East Africa, and I guide people into reversing different type of chronic ailments using natural alternatives. I've helped women with fibroids, um, men with erectile dysfunction, people with diabetes, high blood pressure, battling cyst, losing weight, and the list goes on. And it's something I do both online and offline. Uh, I started a few years back, but being on the online space, this is my second year. Yeah.
How did you get into doing that?
Well, it's something that has always been part of my life because I was born into a family of traditional herbalists and energy healers. So it's something that is part of my family for generations. And it's something that I would just do without mm, unknowingly. I would just help people heal, but it's something I decided to monetize like 2 years ago. Yeah.
That's quite a story about getting into that. What made you decide to bring it online to people?
Well, as I was saying, it's like I grew up seeing my grandma, like people in my family, like heal other people using herbs and stuff. But my with my grandma, it was on another level. She was the kind of woman who would like heal breast cancers within 3 months. Even hospitals, allopathic hospitals would send people to her to heal. And she was the type who would use the sun, the location of the sun and your shadow to heal a broken femur. So that was something that was so impactful on me. And then I would, and I wasn't like, I couldn't consider myself like her because that was beyond. But like maybe healing my friends back at school with pimples or maybe menstrual regulation, like healing, helping them heal painful menstrual regulation and stuff. I didn't consider that much of a big deal. And then like 9 years ago, a friend of mine was considering going for a surgery of fibroids, and then I was like, what if you would just give me some time, try something. After all, you have nothing to lose. You will still go for your surgery if it doesn't work. She was like, okay, anyways, you're just an old person because they will always consider me an old person because of using um, traditional things. And then my friend, she's called Natalie, and it was like her second time going for the surgery, and I helped her within it was like 7 weeks, and they dissolved. And from that day, she went on, and now she has 2 kids. It hasn't returned, and she started referring me other people, and it wasn't also something I was charging for. It was just the donation based because I was still working in corporate back then, and then I would just do it as a way as something I'm passionate about. I was just helping people up until 2023. I was like, the burnout was too much. I hated my work so much, and I was like, I have this gift, but only the friends knows about it, and friends of friends, just people in my circle and maybe other people. Why not like make it broad and then talk to people in other countries and see how it goes. that's what made me decide to give it a go full time. Yeah.
That's quite a story.
Thank you.
Have have you invested in yourself in networking groups, coaching, or masterminds?
Yeah, I did because even me considering to make it a practice online because I was doing it offline. To even consider it, it was just me seeing other women making impact with things they love to do and things they know how to do and changing lives. And then I started joining groups from starting from 2021, 2022. And then that's what I thought. And that's when I saw that it's possible that I can also do it. And yeah, I think I've networked in a few groups. I still do because it's crucial to one's business growth and something that it's part of the business life if you want to expand and grow as a business person.
How have your investments affected your networking?
Well, it's what do you mean in terms of did I invest to be in those spaces or?
Yeah, did you pay for those spaces or were they like complimentary? I'm sure you invested time.
Yeah, yeah. When I started, it was like dipping my toes and stuff. It wasn't paid. I would just go to regular free Facebook groups. But then when I started expanding and wanting to know how this whole online space worked, I did invest in a few coaches. And I still do because I think it's essential because sometimes we don't see the whole picture. We can lie to ourselves, but sometimes other people may see what you're not seeing at the moment. So yeah, I think it's crucial to invest in such things.
Would you say you're more introverted or extroverted?
Well, I would say both. There are some people who think I don't talk, and there are some people who just don't even can't even imagine what those people think I don't talk. I have are talking about. So I think it depends on how the conversation or the rooms I'm in, the the vibe of the people, the energy, and then. But to my friends, I really am so extroverted. Yeah,
That makes sense, being more extroverted in spaces that you're more comfortable in.
absolutely.
And how does that affect your networking strategies?
Well, I think it's when it comes to business, it's getting out of your way. It doesn't matter if I like it or not, but it's something that I have to do at the end of the day. And I don't, I won't say I'm quite there yet, but I push myself every day to network, to talk to people, because we are all from different backgrounds and different lifestyle. But it's good because you might stay stuck and be like, what would they think? What if they don't talk back? But one thing I've seen is that most people, like 90% of the people, are really polite. There is this narrative going around, like people behave this way in these countries and that countries, but at the end of the day, we are all humans and connection matters. So it's up to you. And there is nothing to fuss about. If the vibe is not going, you can just like leave it. But if you're talking to someone and they're responding nicely, I think it's a good thing to try and expand on that and maybe make long time friendship. Who knows? And I would say I've really gained friends from different countries around the world, and it's a good thing. And I think also as women, it's a really beautiful thing to see and to talk to other women and connect. No, yeah.
How do you work your networking around having a small child demanding attention?
Well, that's quite a tough one, especially if I have meetings that happens to be at this exact same time when she's back from school. But then I most of the time, if I have control over it, I schedule appointments and meetings and business meetings in hours that she's not uh, back from school. Because at the end of the day, I have a business, but also have to be a mom. So they are both necessary for for growth and for being, you know. But then it's I think it's about prioritizing what has to come first, and on those rare occasions where it's impossible, I before days look for somebody who's going to be playing with her. But I would say that that's one of the other advantage of working for myself, because then I have time freedom, because I one of the things I avoid is overwork myself, because I recognize that what I'm doing is impactful and it's impacting people, but then it starts with me. If it's not impacting me, then there is no point. So I by by the time she's back from school, I make sure that maybe I work more 1 hour if I have things to post and stuff, but then I also have to be present with her. So it's not really much of a big challenge for me.
Sounds like you have a system for making it work for you.
I try.
Do you prefer networking in groups or having more one to one conversations?
I think to me, both are equally important, right? Because in groups, it's like a larger network, you get to scan through, if I may say, and then check vibe of that one. Because whether we like it or not, based on what you post or how you interact with people, like people can tell, like this I can vibe with her, I can talk to her. So I like doing groups and also one-on-one, because one-on-one to me it's like more intimate, then you get to know the person a bit more. So it's I would say both, because there has to be a balance, and I love doing both.
I enjoy doing both too because they have different benefits. For a while, I was just kind of sticking with groups, and then I realized I need to do more one to ones.
Mm, absolutely.
Would you say getting comfortable being uncomfortable is part of the entrepreneur skill set?
Oh my, 100%. Because that's where growth comes in, because the moment you think you're just going to continue doing the same things, the same um, thing over and over again, that's where you're so wrong, because that's where you get stuck. That's where burnout comes in. That's where you're left questioning, why is it working for others and not me? So I think you have to be uncomfortable and try out new things, because all those strategies and stuff we learn from others who have been there, they demand from us to step into that level of doing, of taking action. So yeah, it's really that. It's all about that, if you ask me. It's about really trying and doing all the things that you would normally have wanted to, but because they are important, then you have to do it for your growth.
Yeah, I've certainly done plenty of uncomfortable things myself.
Mhm.
Would you mind giving me a few examples of things you've done to step out of your comfort zone?
Going live, oh my God. Because normally I'm not a girly, so I'm not the kind who's always posting their pictures 24/7 and taking selfies and talking about how her latte is not sweet to her. No, I'm not. So it was really hard. And me going live, and then English is not my first language. I also would, the ideas of me stuttering would just blur my whole thing. And then when I would start talking, because I speak 6 languages, all those languages would just come, and I would have to search for the perfect word. So it was really tough. But I every day I still push myself to do so because I have to do so. It's not about me. At the end of the day, you realize that it's not about you. It's about what you giving to the people, what you're helping people achieve. And the more people started sending in testimonials like this worked for me, it was really so like wonderful to me that, and that was a big sign that it's something that I had to do. Yeah.
How do you feel about direct messages on Facebook? Love them, hate them? How do you use them?
Me sending them or receiving them?
Both.
Or all right. So I would say I was kind of resistant when I started business because most of like 80% of the message we get on Facebook sometimes is from creepy people asking you or telling you like shitty stuff, asking you random question without even you knowing them. But I think when used the right way, they are not bad at all. Like you have, as we talked earlier, it's about checking the vibe, because most of the time people on those message approach you simply on that salesy energy. They just want to sell you something. But I think if we approach people or humans as human beings, then there is nothing wrong about them. So you can just give compliments. It's something I really do. I love giving compliments to fellow women because I love people. That's who I am. And when I started, it was kind of hard because there was this whole love bombing thing on the internet. And to me, love bombing is like maybe I'm just giving you a compliment in a selfish way, or maybe because I want something in return. But all the time, me when I give compliments, it's 100% pure and genuine. I just want you to feel good about yourself because I know how it feels to really give or to receive a genuine compliment. So to me, there is really nothing wrong about them, even though I'm just don't use them as much. Especially maybe I use them with people in my Facebook group, but I think there is nothing wrong with them if you approach it from a point of being a human being. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on tapping your intuition when networking? I know you talked about it, doing the vibe check.
Mm-mm. It's really crucial. It's really important because we all have it. It's an inner guide, and you have to learn to work with it. And if you're ready, if it's something you normally use regarding other decisions, not necessary business, then it's something that you have to tap into more because then that's when the money comes in. Like you approach people maybe from that point I was talking from being a genuine human being, they feel it, you know, like people can feel it when you just want to scam them or if you really want to make genuine connections. So it's really important to not only consider yourself but consider the other person. So that's where to me intuition comes in. Like first of all, what do you want to bring to fruition with this person? Is it purely networking? Are you trying to solve a problem that they have, maybe based on their post or something? Are you trying to add value? So it's also demands for you to really work on it and tap into that. But it's something that is really essential if you're a business woman or a person in general. Yeah.
Any closing remarks or things that you wanted to add to that?
Well, I think for me, what I always say, from what I've noticed around the world and things going on, people are really willing to help you, and people are really all willing to evolve, and they will not miss a chance to do so. So do what you have to do. Don't let anything keep you stuck. Don't let negativity on the internet keep you stuck in one place, scared that this person will not respond, or just take opportunity, like says the day, because that's why we're here in the first place. Like approach every human being as a human being, love into other people, because maybe it's me, but I really, really keep emphasizing on this. We just need more love. Maybe not those whole butterflies romantic thing, but we just have to help each other as human beings. And if I'm able to help you with something, there's no reason, or there is no way I would get keep it if I know it's going to help you. And I think that's what we need more. We have to understand that we're just human beings. We all feel the same things. We all love our families. We all want to strive in life. So just do something that as you wish something could benefit you, just consider that each time you approach any other human being, not only in business, just in life, just add sprinkle some rainbows to somebody's life. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.